Hey y'all, welcome back to my page. Welcome to the replay. If you don't see a red box, bloop bloop, right there, that means you're catching the replay. So y'all, we are going to make a spindle flag. I hope you enjoy it. When you hop on, say hello. Hit that heart button. We so appreciate it. And if you could share this with your friends, you know, there's that too. And you know, just share all the goodness that you enjoy watching me. Not really, but all right, guys, the keyword tonight is flag. We're going to jump a little further into the future. And, you know, I'm really ready for some red, white, and blue. I don't know about y'all, but I have been asking for Zach to cut this for some time, and he surprised me today after my very stressful day. And here we are. We're going to start with the frame. We're going to paint it. I'm going to use black chalk paint. Okay, so I'm just going to go along the edges here and get that going. And we are going to have some red, white, and blue decor. So here we are. What are y'all up to? When you type in the word flag, you will receive a message. Okay, and it's going to be a little bit different than usual. It's going to be very similar to, well, it's like a single message. And in that message will be a bunch of different information. Okay. How to sign up for live notifications, where to get the spindle, where to get the colors, where to get our mystery projects. They are back. They are live. But just for a few short days. And there is a limit on them this time as far as quantity. So grab them fast, y'all. If you are new here, a mystery project is basically something that Zach and I put together for y'all. It's a mystery. And it has products from our new launch on April 13th. And it's called Summerbrations. So it's going to be more summer themed items. So we love doing it. I know y'all love it. And each time they're different. So, but they have all sorts of goodies for y'all in them. Lots and lots of things to create multiple projects, not just one project. Okay, so I've got the frame here. I'm not painting the edges. Surprise, surprise. So let's do this really quick. And then we're going to set this aside. Does not have to be perfect, like as far as every single piece painted. All right, let me put this back. Hi, Zach. Wow, Zach, thanks so much for the stars. Did I do something? You gave me a lot. Are you excited about this project, Zach? Hi, Michelle Pryor. Okay, next, where am I going to put this? This is going to go over here. I got a lot of things going, okay? Now, we need to paint some of this spindles white. So let me grab another sheet of wax paper. I love using wax paper when I'm painting. Sometimes I'll use the cardboard with the tape. Okay. So let me see. Thanks, Michelle. We love the mystery projects. Okay. So we know that these three, look at this spindle, y'all. It's a flag. Each one of these has a flag. Now, am I about to detail this one by one? No, you can. Now, this one has some firecrackers, and Zach's actually working on this to make this a little bit more deeper of a cut so that when you paint over it, you can really see it. And then we've got some other things. There will be 28 stars that you get. This is everything that we're going to paint white. So 1776. And then just some more detail there. And then we are going to paint this with our Cadet Paste, the blue, and it shows you where the stars go. So enough with me talking. Let's get busy. So, hey friends. Hey. How are you? I'm just going to go in and use this one. So we're going to kind of like, what is the word? Make this look a little bit on the vintage side. Okay. And see what happens. So really the only colors that you will need are the red, the white, and blue. And then whatever color you decide to paint the backboard. And I'll show you here in a minute what I'm talking about. And I just have this itty bitty paintbrush. Because, you know, why not? I need to get some more paintbrushes, y'all. I know that sounds crazy because, you know, a lot of people probably think to themselves as well that you have a lot of paintbrushes. But I need to get some more because we have really done some damage to the ones that we have. Okay, so you see how I'm leaving the little ends without white paint? I'm doing that just because I want this part to dry so I can touch that. Okay, so I'm going to grab a sponge brush and just lightly go over these because I kind of want to leave a little bit of the stripes here on this guy and not get it too coated. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The lighting is really off because every time I go really close, it really zooms in, but they're there. So there's that. All right, so let me go in with this one. These are listed on the Etsy site, Zach's shop, along with a few other spindle things that he created today. We've got a spindle daisy and a spindle watermelon. It's really cute. Okay, that's ridiculous. So there's that. Okay, I'm not a fan of those, and I know I say that all the time. Let's go in and do this. This end here, and this end here. And why not? Let's just do it. We'll do this one. Okay, so those longer pieces are now painted. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle this over here and grab our board where we need to continue. Okay, and I'm just going to go back to using the paintbrush because the foam brushes were just not making me happy. Okay, and I'm trying to be light. Oh no, Jeannie. Oh goodness, we're keeping her in our prayers. So sorry to hear that. There are more storms coming, y'all. Be careful, be safe, go with your gut. Don't chase the storm. Hi, Mary. It is so humid here. So humid. Like, nasty humid. All right, so there's that one. Now we have to go and dab all of the stars. Now, I am not going to do these perfect. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully I can. Because I want a little bit of the vintage rustic look. There are 28 stars that you will receive with your kit. So let's paint these. And then I'm going to attempt to what I think is called dry brush the backboard. Okay. So let's see what we got, y'all. So type in the word flag. I'll send you a message with a bunch of details that you're going to need, including how to get your mystery project. Those will be open until, I don't know, a couple more days. You got a short window to grab them. Cool, windy, rainy here in Minnesota. Yeah, we're supposed to get storms like in the middle of the night, which, you know, is never good because it wakes you up. But we'll see. I always check the weather before I go to bed to see what to expect. Because I am the type who I do not like my sleep interrupted. Okay, so see how I sort of kind of painted those. Like, look at this one right here. It's not 100% covered, right? So I just kind of like slopped it on there, I guess. Okie dokie, let's do this. So let me pour some water in here to save my brushes. And should we paint our blue? I don't use this color much, y'all. Thanks, Debbie Anderson. Should be method when I try to paint. Tina, send me a message to me, to my personal page, and I'll help you out. So this is Cadet, y'all. We don't use this enough. I use it a lot around about this time, 4th of July. Well, it's really not 4th of July, but we're crafting 4th of July. I'm going to spray a little bit of water on this to help move this paste across. Okay, so there will be score marks on this board. You will still be able to see them. Don't freak out after you paint over it. And that, adding that little bit of water, y'all, like really took this paste a long ways. And again, I don't need it to be perfect. Cadet is such a beautiful color. So let's try this really quick. Hi, Yvonne. You're from California. Welcome. Make sure you follow the page. All right, so our white ones I think are dry. So this is the backboard that you get with the flag, okay? And I'll show you here. There's a few spots that are not quite dry, but there are score marks there, so you will be able to see where you placed your spindles, okay? But again, you can paint your background whatever you want. Okay, so this is pretty much dry. Isn't that pretty? So you can still see your stars. Here I am just drying the air. You can still see the stars, okay? So we've got this one. Let's put this away. And we're going to attempt, like, what is the true definition of dry brushing? Does anybody know? Like, paint is wet, so technically, I don't know. We're about to find out. So I'm just going to put a little bit or a lot of paint in here. I certainly don't need all of that. So give me just a second. Let me get some of this off. So I think what we're going to do is grab some paper towels, put paint on the brush, then take it all off. Wanda, is that for real? I love that. We're going to take some paper towels, and I have this brush here, okay? No idea if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to dab my paintbrush in there and then dab it on the paper towel. Now, sometimes I probably dab it too much, but what I want to do, we'll see if this works, okay? I'm going to start over here and just go across. Is that dry brush? And then I'm going to dab it again. Now, I'm not too worried about the outer edges because we have a frame for this. Okay? I'm pretty sure I'm dry brushing the desk, which is fine. I'll wipe it off. Is that dry brush? Okay, all right. Let's do just a little bit more. Sometimes less is more, right? I just don't want it to be... Okay. Ta-da! All right, then all the spindles are going to be on top of that. So in other words, you really don't need to put a whole bunch in your little tray because what's the point? Now, I have a bajillion of these. I am not going to save this. However, I'm not going to throw it away just yet in case we need to add something to it. So, thanks, y'all. Hit the heart button. We're making a spindle flag. All right, so one thing I didn't do is get the glue gun ready. So this is our frame, okay? And it's gonna go just like so. All right. Now, I wonder if we should dry brush a tad bit of this. So that it's not as, what is the word? Clean black color? I don't know. But just enough where it doesn't stand out. How does that look? Yeah. Yeah. Much better. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do first is start with our 28. No. Let's see. Hold on. Zach told me to do something. He's like, after you're done painting them, he said to grab a wipe, and he wants me to kind of take some of the paint off to make it look a little bit more whatever. Okay. We'll try his method. How about that? We shall see. Sure is going to be messy. I'm going to have red finger dye all over. Let's do the same thing to our little fireworks. And I think what we're going to do is sand it down as well. We'll sand those. We've got more red ones here. Okay. And 3 more. Isn't this fun, y'all? To watch me paint spindles and then try and remove the paint off. Not all the way, though. Just some. All right. Let's make sure that these are dry. And then we're going to go in with the sander. Okay. We've got more white ones. Let's grab our glue. Super glue. That's what I use. Gorilla Super Glue Gel. But I need to see if this is... Yeah, I am Merrily for sure. Okay, so this is the right one. So we're going to go in with our stars. So there's 28 of them. Okay. I'm just going to pick them off here. I used my trusty little cardboard tape guy. Worked pretty well. Let me just get all of these off. Hi, Zach.
Hi. I made my adjustments. Would you like to see?
Yeah, sure.
I improved the 1776.
Hold it up there.
Ta-da! I actually engraved it instead of scoring it, so that's going to be in depth there really, really well.
You're fancy.
I am. And then I also made the USA deeper. So, and then this is what it'll look like when you get it. Ta-da! Ta-da! Trying to not knock you over.
Okay, well, you can find me here for the next 4 hours trying to glue these stars on.
Oh. I told you should have started that one early.
Actually.
But it will give me time to paint this one white.
All right, so again, 28 stars. Don't lose them. Just put glue down, and then you can place your stars, okay?
What kind of stars are those?
Stars. All right, so just like that, then you'll have your stars. So, but now what I want to do though, real quick, I just thought of something. Darn it. Sand before you glue your stars. If you want all of your edges to be sanded, because otherwise it's going to be a little difficult once your stars are down there, especially around the edges for your blue. Okay. All right, so let's do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is he yelling at? Did y'all hear our son yelling?
He's yelling at life.
Life. Shirley loves your engraving.
Thank you, Shirley.
I think this is going to be cute, y'all. Just bear with us for a second.
I need a toothpick.
Well, I don't have those.
I see that.
Okay, so there's row number 3. We got 2 more to go. Woohoo! This is much easier than holding each individual star and putting glue on the back. Just saying. I always say this, but something with that gel super glue allows you to move your stars or your surface or whatever you're trying to glue. And it doesn't like trap it right away.
It's a little bit more forgiving, I believe is the proper term.
Forgiving, thank you.
Is the shop term.
All right. 3 more to go, and I'll hold this up and show you.
Check out that difference that engraving made on that 1776. It looks much sharper. Yes, that gives a little bit more rustic, but I like that one better.
Ta-da! Woo-woo! Hit the heart button, y'all. Michelle says you're awesome, Zach. Kevin says that looks so cool. I know, Kelly, right? Barbara Ross, you can just type in the word flag, and it's in the message. It's in Zach's Etsy shop. All right, so now what we're gonna do is hop over here and glue our stuff down. Okay. So we are going to add glue here. And line it up with our little rectangle that Zach has engraved for you. Okay.
I try to make it easy.
And then...
It's really for me when putting it together.
Let me just make sure. Yes. So... That's what we have so far. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. What are you doing?
I'm repainting this.
You're giving me more stuff to dry?
No, it'll be dry by the time you get to it.
Okay. Let's put this on here.
the pace you're moving tonight.
Right? It's been a long day.
I know.
All right, let's put glue on this. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to do this so it doesn't dry. Hot glue is not as forgiving as super glue. Because even as you try and move fast, for one, it's drying on you. Two, you've probably already burnt your hand about 9 times. Okay. So, push this down. All right. And we're going to begin adding the actual spindles itself. Okay.
I adjusted that one just so you're aware.
All right, so we've got our individual spindles here. I'm just going to sand them as we go. Hopefully I don't break them. Hope you got some backup there, Zach.
Always. I know you. Give me a wipe, please.
And then you just start laying them down on the score lines. Okay? It's not that hard, but you are going to alternate colors, all right? And do whatever you want with these, y'all. You do not have to sand them. You can paint them and leave them alone. You do you. Okay? All right, I'm not going to glue just yet.
Oh my gosh, that's cute already.
It is.
You want to hand me that white paint?
Nope.
Cool.
I thought you were done.
That's what you get for thinking. I'm kidding.
Hi, Peggy. Don't worry about it. I know, he is Kevin, right? He is. Okay, so there's that one.
My turd? Is that what it...
This is so cute. Look, this one reminds me of like a pencil. Y'all, this is going to be so cute. So, funny story, like when you're sitting outside on our back patio, if you look catty corner out like through, I don't know how you say it. It's not our backyard neighbor, but like catty corner.
Or corner neighbor.
Corner neighbor, I guess. Well, he's got a flag on his porch on the wall as you go into his house, and I see it every single day, and I'm like, man, Zach, I really could use an American flag. Oh, I just broke that one.
Okay.
Be careful, y'all. I can glue it. It's okay. You don't need to get me a new one.
I just happen to have one.
No, it's okay. So be careful.
About to take over the show, folks. Keeps breaking my stuff.
No, man. Totally my fault. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're going to glue this one. Hot glue it. But I know it's April, and, you know, red, white, and blue is typically...
Hey, we're putting it on your craft to-do list now to save you time closer to the 4th.
Exactly. What he said. Okay, so we may have to do something with that one. All right, this one...
Let me move some of this out of your way. Just give yourself some room.
Okay, so there's that one. Ooh-wee. Okay, let's see if I can fix this one. Oh, I think I might have saved it. I saved it, Zach.
I heard, like you like.
But
snapped
now
it together.
I've got to sand it. How am I gonna accomplish that? There. Phew-wee! Okay, this one. Ooh, is this long one? Yes, exactly, Kevin. How did you get that background color? So, Kelly, I painted it with black chalk paint, and then I dry brushed, you know, I'm fancy up in here, white. Okay, there's that.
because you just ruined that one. There's that one for you.
I didn't ruin anything.
You used the red on the white.
This is the firework one. Oh. That is not dry.
It was so close to being dry. We're just going to set it there for now.
Now, y'all could use like distressing ink or whatever if you wanted to. Are you leaving?
Yep.
What if I break something else?
Kira will take care of it.
So these will be packaged really nicely. But y'all don't break the spindles. Just lay them on a flat surface before you do anything with them. And I did the wrong one. So there's that. Now, something I'm noticing. I've been sanding the red with this and then going back in on the white. Just note to self that you could get some of your red on your white if you're not careful. So maybe you grab a couple sanding blocks and designate them to certain colors. That's what I should be doing. All right, this one is the flag. Okay. And then we're going to glue. USA, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see that? Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now, let's clean this up so we can glue this and y'all can go on your merry way and make some crafts. Okay? Or do you. You do you. Whatever you got to do. All right. So I am going to go in with... what is this called? Super glue on these. Okay, because I feel like the hot glue is going to, sometimes it always doesn't give it like the smoothest finish when you're placing it on a board. So, let me... Now, I do have a question for y'all. Does anybody have any tricks for getting super glue off of your fingers? Please share. Because here I am being careless. All right, this is the one that broke, so I have to be extra careful. When placing this one down. Okay. Let me turn it around. There we go. All right, we're almost done, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. All right, home stretch. Okay, so let me just remove these. But this is where we're at so far. Acetone nail polish. Okay. I'll have to remember that. That one. And then we've got this one. Nope, just kidding. Now, remember when you glue the one that says USA and 1776 that you go the right direction. Otherwise, you're going to have it upside down. And then we've got this one here. So make sure y'all hit the heart button for me. Type in the word flag and I will send you a message with all the details on where to get the supplies. Okay, and check your message request if you've never messaged with us before. It's like a junk folder for messaging. All right, now this one needs to be turned around because you can see from the score lines. And last but not least, yes, woo! We did it. We did it. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. Is this not cute or what? Hold on, I gotta make some more mess. I just want to get these edges. All right, done, son. Look how cute that is. I love it. I love it. Y'all love that? All right, so there's your Spindle flag for you for the year. I want to try something though. Hold on, I'm not done. Let me find some white paint. Okay, so I've got some acrylic paint. Y'all, check this out. So I want to make a bigger mess. Is this even open? No. All right, we're about to like make a really big mess here. Okay, I'm gonna grab a paintbrush and I'm gonna try something. Nope, I'm gonna grab a toothbrush. All right, I'm gonna dip my paint in here. And put some of it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's working. Oh my goodness. So I just want to splatter it. Now this is acrylic paint that I'm using. Okay. But this is just adding a little bit of extra, just extra. I don't know. I feel like being an extra tonight. Now there's probably an easier way to do this, but this was the very last minute. I'm making a big old mess. Okay, so let me show you, like on the stars, the speckles. Y'all see the speckle on the star? And yeah. So you might want to even water it down a little bit. Has anybody done this before? Let me try adding some water. I think there are tools that you can buy that help with this, but I haven't tried them, and I don't really know how well they would work. So when in doubt, grab a toothbrush and just make a big old mess and have fun with it. Like I almost need something that goes back and forth along the toothbrush. This is cool, y'all. If you're into getting real messy. Okay, that's much better. I think you'll really be able to see it now. You'll see the speckles. I love it. Yes. I love it. I love it. Dun, dun, dun. USA right here. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Just, I don't know, take a paint pen or something and color it in, or take a really beady, tiny paintbrush and do that. Ouch. So what do y'all think? We're done. Make sure you wear an apron when you do that. Otherwise, you're going to be making a mess. So there it is. All right. And y'all have a great night. Thanks so much for hanging out. Type in flag. And we'll see you later. Bye.